Despite a price tag of over $1,000 US, this high-quality lens is neither a zoom nor an autofocus type. It's a simple manual focus prime or fixed focal length lens. Called the Voigtlander Nokton, it features a remarkably wide aperture of f.95, which allows the photographer to capture images with a desirably blurry background. The Nokton is an interchangeable lens made specifically for a new camera format called Micro Four Thirds. These cameras are very small and light, qualities which make it difficult to take photos with the shallow depth of field necessary to effectively blur a background. With its f.95 aperture, which lets in a remarkable amount of light, the Nokton changed that. Since its release in November of 2010, the Nokton has been capturing the attention of camera enthusiasts.
持ち味ですね。まずは暗いシチュエーションでの、あるがままの光での撮影ですよね。それができることと、F ナンバーが明るいことからくる、被写界深度の面ですね。その、浅い薄いという表現ですね。それによる大きなボケが得られるところが魅力だと思っています。
Depth of field is the distance between the nearest and farthest objects in a scene that appear in focus. Normally, the depth of field increases when the camera aperture is made wider and decreases when it's made smaller. You can see what a difference this makes in the focus of the background. So the focal length is an important factor in achieving shallow depth of field. But what really allows the Nokton to achieve its beautiful bokeh effect is its unusually wide f.95 aperture. Lenses like the Nokton, on which the focus and aperture can be controlled manually, are becoming less common these days. Just like autofocus lenses, the Nokton's construction includes several glass elements in a row. The way it operates internally, however, is quite different. We paid a visit to the Koshina factory in Nakano City, Nagano Prefecture. This is where the Nokton undergoes the final stages of assembly. Here, workers assemble the lenses by hand. First, the lens elements are inspected for any dirt, dust, tiny scratches, or air bubbles in the glass. This inspection is visual, and dirty elements are cleaned with a special cleaning liquid. Afterwards, the lens is assembled. On a separate table, the blades of the aperture are set. During the assembly process, it is this job that requires the highest amount of skill. 10 small blades are set one at a time using tweezers inside the lens barrel. This is more than are found in today's autofocus lenses. The number of blades is one of the elements which contributes to the beautiful bokeh effect. The brass tube is called a helicoid. A thin spiral groove is cut on the inner surface to move the lens back and forth for focusing. This important feature is only found on manual focus lenses. Grease is applied and the helicoid is carefully screwed onto the aluminum alloy lens barrel. The lens and barrel are assembled. Then, the optical performance of each lens is inspected using sophisticated measuring instruments. The products which pass inspection are readied for shipment. As a final step, the products are thoroughly cleaned. There's no getting around the amount of manual labor that goes into creating a lens like this. Koshina is one of the few optical lens manufacturers in the world that have a unified process that starts with the production of special glass material and extends to polishing, coating, and assembly. Since 1999, they've been producing both cameras and lenses for the Voigtlander brand and maintaining the quality and smooth operation which gives them the feel of a truly special camera. The smoothness of the focus ring is a direct result of the care put into the helicoid assembly. The firm click of the aperture ring, the movement of the aperture blades, and the overall feeling of high quality make for an experience that just cannot be matched by today's autofocus lenses. The Nokton's bokeh is now being appreciated in a whole new light.
一眼レフカメラで最近はムービーが撮れるものが増えてきましたけれども、その中で、要望されるのは、特にはやはり明るさの面でのボケ味ですね。
The wide aperture of the Nokton is best appreciated in the evening as the sky grows dark. Just how much you use is up to you. Here's a video sample of the effect. There's no particular formula for achieving a beautiful bokeh effect. The contrast, along with the distance between the subject and the background, are what determine the bokeh. With enough experience, you too will be able to achieve effects like this.
私どもとしてもムービーというような、世界ですね、特に意識せずにいたんですけれども、最近であれば業務用のマイクロフォーサーズマウントであるとか、これから E マウントの方ですね、そちらの方も出していらっしゃると思いますんで、そちらの方の使い勝手を良くしていくこともちょっと視野に置きながら開発していきたいと思っております。
The lens is extremely popular throughout Japan and the rest of Asia, and production is not keeping up with demand. This is easily understood when seeing the amount of careful manual assembly work required at the factory. Buyers of a lens like this are probably trying to capture images with the perfect bokeh. With the Nokton, they can't go wrong.